Hello, everyone, and welcome to Legend of Zelda: Echoes of the Past. If you're hearing my sweet voice for the first time, I'm so sorry. I fucked up the last recording. I am your DM slash Jade slash Mega Magma in all circles, and with me I have one, count it, one player.
Haha. Hi. Long time listener, first time caller. My name is Liz, and I am going to be one of the players of this dear campaign.
This is good. Um, uh, I need to lower Hydra's volume. Okay. Still, um, we stand. We begin high above the lands of Hyrule, zooming across a vast landscape blanketed amongst a thick layer of snow. We zoom in and we see the vast pine tree tops that scatter this specific space. Amongst a nook and a set of trees, we see a small Minish settlement, a bonfire at its center, or campfire by bigger standards. Remains unlit. Having provided warmth while the white fur Minish rested upon the knight, we see him now tending to their daily duties. We see a Minish sharpening an axe to collect more wood for the night, a set of Minish children playing amongst the snow, and a particular set of Minish arriving amongst the back of two wolves and a fox to drop off today's hunt. And Liz, can you please roll me a survival check to see how today's hunt went?
Will do. Uh, Hopefully it goes good. Well, that's a natural 20.
Do you know what? You tell me what you found today.
What the hell? Well, the issue is I'm not as versed in this setting as some of the other people here, so I don't know what's good in this specific area.
There are wild boars, straight up like giant sheep, like that come down from the mountains from time to time. At
Hmm.
least giant in your case. Like finding
Yes.
one of these and being able to kill it with a natural 20, I'd say you get like three big beasts, which
Damn.
will feed you for a couple of weeks, like
That is.
multiple weeks. So I'd say if you want, you get like a big sheep and like two boars.
That works. Especially the sheep. You can use the wool for good fiber stuff.
Absolutely. Um, so we see you riding atop. Uh, what was your wolf's name again?
I don't believe we named the wolf.
It
I'm not
Donkey.
gonna lie. It's just yeah. It's internally it's just been named Doggy.
Donkey.
But I'm sure my character has given it a proper name, or maybe hasn't really gone with a name. I assume that the wolves are more directed with like clicks and whistles.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Uh, so names, it's not 100% necessary for what they need to do.
Absolutely. You see, writing in front of you is uh, Iksu. Since the both of you had gone on a hunt today, one of you basically is like has a rope that's attached to the like the wolf is like holding in its mouth, while like you're carrying the other thing from behind, kind of like dragging it across. It's leaving a
Hmm.
bit of a trail, but something that'll be something that you one of you guys goes back and clears later. You have
Hmm.
the two boars on you, and the moment you drop it off, um, Ayatero or Ayatoro, who is your pack's leader, um, walks up to you and just says, uh, "I see today's hunt went well."
Very much so. It was a very lucky find. Um, I hope this works well for the settlement.
No, this is actually great. Um, Iksu, go back to the little barracks. Uh, Inesu. I gotta make sure I say the name right.
Oh yeah, but most people probably call her like Ine.
Ine,
Yeah.
Ine. I know usually you'd be done for today, but do you mind just packing up some things? We gotta make a run towards the Rito village, and I'm picking you to go with me.
All right. Yes, sure. Uh, may I ask why?
Um, Impromptu meeting between the village leader and a couple of the villagers want to travel there for trading. Um, we just need to do an escort, and I need 2 people. It'll be me and you.
Okay, can do.
Yeah. So not standard. Usually after a hunt, you guys would be given most of the day off, while the other 2 who stayed, the one who isn't taking a break will patrol. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but where do you head to pack up your things?
I'd probably go to the main like pack
Mhm.
like building to drop off some tools, make sure that like stuff is restocked just to uh like the poison vial and stuff, but um yeah, it would mostly be the actual pack hut instead of her own personal hut that she goes to.
Mm-hmm. Um, I really should have grabbed a glass of water before starting this. Um, you can see Iksu beginning to drag away like the 3 things. Uh, he's probably going away, but he's dragging them to the people to the minish who will begin skinning it and preparing all of the stuff so that way they can get all the raw materials from this. Um,
Mm.
uh, 1 second, I'm making sure I'm getting all of the right. Uh, um, the only one that you don't see around is Akimitsu, who is back in his own little personal tent. But you do see Kasu doing patrol around the area the moment like as you're entering the little barracks.
Okay. Um, is Akamitsu on patrol?
No,
Would
no, Kasu's on
uh,
patrol
okay.
around the area. Akimitsu is more than likely in his tent or in Light's tent taking a
Yeah.
break.
Cool, cool, cool. Um, no, yeah. But sorry, who was the person who just came in again?
Uh, it would be you and Iksu who are going into the little barracks.
Yeah. Okay. Psst. Honestly, Inae's kind of keeps to herself a lot of the time. Um, I guess you would like turn to Katsu and saying like, I'm gonna go with Aitoro? Aitoro?
Ayatoro.
Fuck.
You can call him Toro.
Aitoro.
You can call
Yeah,
them.
I'm
You can call them Toro.
yeah. I'm gonna be going with Toro. So just keep that in mind, if anything happens.
Yeah. You see Kazu look up to you and, um, got it. I have to do more work, and just kind of begins walking away from you, a little resigned to the fact that they might not get a break today. Um, it is what it is.
It
Uh,
is what it is.
so packing away your things and do you do anything in particular to just wrap up before you leave?
Um, s- I I guess she will go to her like father's tent like quickly, like see if he's there. Um,
What does your father do again? He's the
he is the settlement's like bookkeeper for like rupee tracking.
yes. So yeah, no, he is there. He has a little. Um, a lot of the folks here don't really have notebooks. Most of the time, they write stuff down on parchments and keep it together. But your father is one of the few people who has like a proper notebook that he's using to just keep track of everything.
Hmm.
Um, how old is he?
He is very much one of the older folks. He is, I don't know, like our equivalent of like 60s, 70s.
60s, 70s. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he sees you enter and just like, eBay, how are you doing? And like walks up to you and like holds both your cheeks and gives you a little hand bonk.
Yeah, she definitely like holds it for a bit. It's like, I'm doing well. I'm being sent out again, so I will not be in the town for a bit. But I just wanted to let you know.
Where are you headed?
The Rito settlement need to transport some people and just transport some people.
All right then. Give me one moment. And you see, his he kind of does know about this because he knows that he gave out a little bit of money to some folks um, earlier. But hearing that you're going, he actually takes out a little bit of he takes out a small little pamphlet, like pamphlet of papers, like a very tiny
Mm.
one. Um, I guess everything's tiny. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. But still, like a small to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small little pamphlet of papers and takes uh, makes a note from his notebook, writes down something on the very top of it, and hands it over to you.
Mm.
And you know what this is? It's unusual for any minish to like in your village to just get one of these, but these are um, in minish settlements. They don't deal in physical rupees a lot. Um, Instead, what usually happens is that they have literal like tabs.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever you make a purchase, there's an official stamp that is stamped on here, and the amount that you purchase and what you purchased is written on this small little pamphlet thing. It's like 2 papers. Um,
Okay.
it is a basic thing, and it is you see, it is not fully connected to the village's fund, but instead you have been given a very small fund of
Oh.
yeah, just a personal fund in case you see anything over there. Your father basically tells you, if you see anything over there you want, feel free to use this. And it's 10 gold.
Bobby, you did not have to give me this. So I know you'll twist my arm if I refuse it. So, and she just like puts it underneath her like fur coat and just like nods. Thank you.
He probably and just puts a little hand on the top of your head and just like, yeah.
Yes. You too. And she'll just turn and leave.
And with that, you gather at the very front of the village. Uh, you see that Ayatoro is wolf is already there. Your wolf is still by the barracks, if you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
How does that look when you call
Um, I mean, it is just very much wolf whistle, like finger in like mouth, just very sharp note. Um, though there are for further distances, I guess there'll be like a moment where she like looks down to her sort of underneath her coat, and she would probably have like some sort of. I'm imagining like something on the string that you spin around that makes like a whistle note that can travel
it?
further than her actual like mouth whistle, but she gets close enough that she can just do a normal wolf whistle and like up kind of thing.
You see your wolf, uh, who had been laying down in the snow and was basically like half asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Race head up, look your way. Um, you swear to God, if these things could eye roll, it just gave you the biggest one. And
I know, I know. I still need
what
to go.
he walks over to you.
Mm-hmm. Probably the thing of like she would like click in a way that would ask her like, can you level your head down? Because these boys are tall. So she would just mount from the muzzle and then like settle near the top of the head.
Yeah. Uh, well, you do see Aitoro is carrying the village leader, who um, he's the only one who wears anything slightly considered what you would consider fancy,
Mm-hmm.
especially because he's going to be meeting the mayor of Sundertown, from what you've
Mm-hmm.
heard. So he's carrying him, but there's about 3 or 4 villagers. Let's just say 4 villagers, which are going to be getting on your wolf.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be carrying those.
Yep. There's probably a procedure about that. Like the wolves don't have like
Seats.
anything like detailed harness wise, but especially when it comes to villages, it's probably like, okay, everyone has to hold on to these ropes, make sure it's tied around your waist, okay? Just make sure no one falls off. Please don't fall off.
Just don't fall off. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's about I'm gonna say 4 minutes, then one kid,
Mm-hmm.
like one of the little kids. Um, but with that, um, you start heading out. Um, just for the sake of it, and I'll have Yatsu roll as well. Or Toro roll as well. Um, roll me a survival check and a perception check.
Okay. Survival and wait, what the fuck did I roll? Is that your roll?
That's my roll.
Okay.
I'm
Survival
having
and
Toro is also rolling.
2.
Who?
Ooh. Ooh.
Who?
Oh, that's good. Ah, that's
Okay.
excellent.
Wait, but you have the alert feat.
I do, but that is only for initiative. I mean, let me double check because I do have other trinkets.
I do need to read it. You also
Yeah.
technically have a magical item. I don't remember if you ever grabbed that or picked it, but I need to lecture look at the alert feat real quickly.
Oh, it's the custom thing that is basically uh the poison vial.
Oh yeah, we never actually wrote it. We'll just say
Mhm.
that I believe your weapons deal an extra 1d4 if is what we agreed on.
It's either 1d4, 1d6, and
Yeah. I think I agreed on 1d4, but let me check.
100 ambush. It was ambush was the thing. Yeah, ambush is only for dexterity or initiative rolls, and alert is for um initiative, but I cannot be surprised while unconscious, and other creatures do not gain advantage on attack rolls against me as a result of being unseen by my character. So if those specific things proc, then that is what applies, but elsewise the rolls stay the same.
Bro, why is there no ping that's poison in our DMs? I thought we discussed this. It's all
I
Splatoon
think
3.
don't what Splatoon, I don't know what you're talking about. What is that? What is that thing? I
Barely
believe you
know her.
mostly talked about it in a voice chat. It was not logged.
Oh,
Like specifically.
okay. That's fine. So, well, it's a good thing you picked that one up because,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you're traveling through the forest. This is a standard path that you guys would take, and let me actually place you down on the map. Welcome.
Ow, wow, 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 wow. Oh, boy, I need to remember how to maneuver again. There you go. How's the way?
We're going to say that your token also represents your wolf,
Mhm.
but you should have access to your wolf stats.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to create a duplicate so that way I can have one for. You don't have ownership of this one, but this one is Ayatoros. So you guys travel safely in pairs.
Mhm.
Do you converse at all as you're having this conversation? Like some of the you do hear little conversations. Actually, I'll say this with a little perception check. you do get this. The villagers that you're carrying on your back are having a lot of perception checks, and they are talking about the reason monster attacks have been going on, which
Okay.
you are aware of.
Mhm.
Just a little uptick in monster attacks, not even in your specific settlement, but like the here coming in Sundertown and other towns across the Savannah Tundra. Just more and more monsters are coming out of the woodwork when they wouldn't in the past couple of years. Um,
Mm.
uh, and you're just paying attention to this. Do you speak at all, or
No, she uh doesn't engage with the conversation, and she's just like very much trying to be on lookout. But I think that the nine perception is kind of what's distracting her, because she has noticed this, and it does spark a bit of worry. Maybe that's why she's not as perceptive as she's traveling down.
oh yeah, it is within this moment that you are not surprised when you hear a slight shift in the snow, where a snow mound moves in a way that it shouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
um, as two ice choo-choos
Ah, I see.
surround your form. Um, Luckily, you weren't surprised. Yeah, I'm going to allow you to say that you make a call out to Toro
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
before it happens. So, we are going to roll for initiative.
Okay, cool. Um,
Well, they both rolled eights. Wow.
cool. Excellent. And I would like to do my initiative roll, please. There you
That's a
go.
12.
That was a 3 on the dice, by the way. God. And where is my wolf? PC Pets, there you go. Roll your initiative. No, you have no initiative roll. Roll your dexterity.
Your wolf will act on your initiative.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah. No worries, because it also kind of accesses your movement in a sense, because you are riding it.
Yes. Yes, that is true.
So,
Time to re-internalize mounted movements.
yep. Um, I need to change the music. Moment. Beepity boppity. Disconnect.
Mm.
Oh, that's perfect. Small pack of wolves. Okay, so let me pull out the combat tracker. What do you deal out right before combat begins?
Probably just like choo-choos. Like, just the name of the
Yeah,
creatures.
just a standard call.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh god, I'm trying to remember if because is it okay to ask like how frequent has she had to engage with choo-choos?
Um, a standard amount, and honestly, in the Savannah Thunder, especially choo-choos are a set of monsters that are just breed without needing to do much. So
Mm-hmm.
they are very common. Um, in
Mm-hmm.
that sense, they are also, these are smaller choo-choos. You're not encountered a big one, so you are
Okay.
familiar with them.
Yeah. Um.
Especially ice choo-choos.
Yeah. Because it's currently being like, oh shit, what the fuck is up with oozes again? Uh, Well, she will just do the standard thing of take the shot right now before moving in. Um,
As a reminder, you are
yes,
carrying 4 people.
I am carrying 4 people. Um, that's true. Is can oh yeah, she would actually just like start like untying the rope from like the neck of the wolf,
Uh-huh.
so everyone can this get off the dangerous animal. We're about to get into some combat.
Yeah, this is completely fair. You can do that.
Yeah, yeah. Is it possible to get them close to this tree? Like
To which
with
tree?
one, like this, just
Yeah,
there's a
you can.
tree.
You
Yeah,
have. It's your turn. You have movement. They don't have range
yeah.
within you. You're fine.
Uh,
I'm
so
gonna
yeah,
say
just
you leave behind the minish in that spot, which I'm just gonna say are these folks.
oh, sorry. I wanted to put the minish
Oh, you want to
in
put the
that
minish
space.
here
Yeah,
and then move
yeah,
this way. Yeah, you
yeah,
can definitely do that.
yeah. That was it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, see, yeah, she would. Apologies, this is me also trying to remember how to play a fast fighter after
You are valid.
a million years of playing casters.
You hit thing.
I do the smacking. I also do have a longbow.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you can do the shooty thing.
yeah, I can do the shooty thing too. But I need to also double check because I also have features. Yeah. Question: as a minish, if I have to be in the space of the creature, does that mean I have to be grappling the creature?
No,
Like
you just have to
be.
be, since you are a tiny creature, and you're considered tiny, like very tiny, you can be
Mhm,
within a creature space and still um uh be due to the fact that you are riding on a wolf, and
mhm,
you have a weapon that has reach, because you
mhm.
do have that. You do not need to be within that creature space.
Okay, okay. The reaches help. Okay, yeah. Then she would just make a standard attack with her lance. Just um, it just looks like she just swings off to the side of the neck and just produces from the collar like this long needle-like thing, and
Mhm.
just try to like puncture, I guess, the sort of essence of the ooze.
Click the hit, please,
Yep.
and make sure.
Kill. Roll. Fuck you.
Well, sadly, with a 9. Oh wait, no, the 9 hits.
Oh,
They
let's
have an
go.
AC of 8.
Cool. Excellent. Oh,
Um,
thank God.
with that, you stab within this choo-choo, barely reaching with your lance, but you manage to find purchase, and uh, it does take a hit.
Yeah. Now I have to recalculate whatever the hell that damage is. Wait, is that correct or not?
It's already calculated. You don't need to.
Nice.
You don't roll for damage. It's just 3 plus 3 6 every
Mhm.
time.
Now, now for my second attack.
Yep.
Uh, right. Same dealio, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Go. Well,
You just have
now
to
that's a
attack.
little
So
bit better.
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
little bit better. I think that does hit.
Cool.
Um,
Uh, nice. Um. So can I
okay.
command my wolf to attack, or is it just its movement, right?
You can come off your wolf, but dismounting.
No,
Unless
not dismounting, commanding it to attack or not, because
yes, it is your wolf's turn, so it also can make an attack. Attacks.
okay.
I will say, by the way, that as you hit the thing with your metal ants, which is a non-magical weapon, you begin to notice that there's like frost creeping up the thing, and you do take. Let's 6 damage.
Damn. Shit. Okay. That's gonna be now 22. What the hell? Okay. He will probably just call out, just like, be careful with the frost.
Got it.
Huh?
Got it.
Oh yeah. Alright, doggy. Where is your thingy again? There's a bite. Bite action?
Yeah, just a bite action. I believe they can. They only. Oh my god. There's no fucking way. All right. All right. So, how much is that? That's a total of. That's a lot of damage. That's actually just enough. Hey, how do you want to do this?
Oh my god. I think it just like so was able to like pierce it a bit. Like I like to think they have some sort of surface tension,
Mm-hmm.
and the wolf just looks to it and just knows, carefully like punctures like the bottom jaw of its teeth into that like opening and just rips upwards, and it's like a spray of like icy confetti as it
Oh
just goes
fuck yeah!
scattering across the snow.
I'm just gonna.
And the wolf does have a little bit of frost hanging from its like mouth. Yeah.
Yep. You see, it does take 2 damage, but there's a little bit of frost hanging from its mouth. As you have torn this thing asunder, and it is fucking dead.
Nice.
Within the first turn, great that they rolled horribly. Ayatoro, you are going to use your longbow to make one attack, but first you're going to bonus action Hunter's Mark.
You will die. This is my blessing to you.
Mm-hmm. As you see this, as you see Ayatoro, kind of hold both hands in front of him and just kind of point with both hands, one behind the other towards the thing, and you see a small little glow, like circle, begin to appear underneath it. Just going to take a longbow attack, please. Why isn't it working? Hello?
What is going on?
Do you not have ammunition? No, you have ammunition.
Oh.
Does the short sword work? The short sword works. That's the short sword.
Okay.
Why doesn't the longbow work? This is new. Staff work? Okay. Why you specifically? You did not need this.
Does my longbow work? Wait. Huh. I clicked it, nothing happened.
Okay. We are going to have to figure that one out.
I mean, you could probably just do a manual roll, right?
Yeah, I'll just have to do manual roll. D20 plus attack plus 5. Well, that definitely hits. And it's 2 plus the modifier, which is, I believe, for both dexterity, so plus 3. So takes 5 damage. Minus the 3 damage from the Hunter's Mark, so that's 8 damage. That's all it can do on its turn, but the wolf will also step up and do a little bite attack.
Chomper.
A chompa. Why is there a deck save from the wolf? 1 second. Oh. Can oozes be knocked prone? That's actually really good. It can. Okay. It must succeed on us. Does DC saving throw? It fucking fails. It is prone. The ooze.
How does it ooze? It's prone. You do not know.
You see the here's what I'll say. You see the wolf doesn't bite, but instead does a shove into the damn thing, kind of like a little Akira slide. It does take 6.
Oh, I see. Damn. Shit. I mean, it was using his body. It makes sense.
But it knocks the thing prone, which makes its eyes kind of like begin spinning around it in a weird direction as it falls, like before it's basically sits on them, and now it's just an amorphous white blob of coal.
It's just a puddle.
Yeah, it's just a puddle. With that, it is its turn. Hayus have its movement, which is 10 to you got fucking slow. Honestly, you could probably have around them, but initiative. They did sneak up. Brain, I need you to think. Well, it's just gonna use its pseudopod.
Schlap. Oh, Jesus.
That's not cold, but that is instead that's not acid, but it's instead cold damage. A
Cold
16 damage. Just hits. So I'm going to say that this is split evenly between the wolf and just because it's a pseudopod, it's literally reaching for both of them. It's split evenly between Toro and the wolf. 6 plus 7. So that's... You know what? Toro's taking the bludgeoning, the wolf's taking the
Cold.
cold. Wolf not looking good. It's okay though. The other Grey Ooze is dead. Your turn.
Noise. Okay, that's bad. Wolf. Double checking how far movement Wolf has again. Yeah, 40 feet. That should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. Good evening. Inesu's just gonna do the same thing as before. 2 attacks.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Allow me to introduce ourselves. Well, that's almost a 4. And roll again.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
I hit John. It's what I do. Oh god. Inesu goes for the eye and like tries to pick it up. Yeah. And the wolf does the same thing again, but it's less the sort of upward swing and more of it like it swings it off to the side. Like just like throwing a beanbag just like across the floor.
You know the thing dogs do where like they grab onto a toy and then just fucking shake their heads. Yeah, do that, but then chuck it into the side as you manage to defeat and combat ends.
Nice. Yeah, and Nasu just like turns around and is like, "Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
A break.
You
sure?
I'll be good. And you see he actually does go and cast Cure Wounds on his wolf. Perfect.
I almost saw that as a 6. It could have been a 6. It's fine.
Could have been a 6. But yeah, the wolf, after being cast Cure Wounds on, is fine and calm. Um, are the
Mhm.
Minish okay?
I need to check. I dropped them off by the tree, and she will indeed just go over and like dismount and just go over and like just look him over.
You see, most of them have dug into the snow
Yeah,
itself.
maybe.
Yeah, they just dug into the snow proper, but you do see everyone's all right.
Hmm.
The leader who was on Toro also got dropped off before uh, he made, and he just walks over and is just like, "Excellent work."
Just like sharp nod, doesn't really say anything. Like, but like, thank you. Uh, but she's apparently very like goes up
Forward.
when she goes up to the very to the rest of the group. She's like giving like gentle touch on shoulders and like gentle touch on like the young one's forehead and just like it's okay, just checking for specific injuries. But
There are luckily no injuries, at least
yeah.
not maintained by any of the people that you're escorting. You
Hmm.
folks took a little bit of damage, but you'll be fine with a little rest.
Yes.
Nothing you're not
Um.
used to.
Hmm.
You,
I.
s- you just see Toro walk up to you and says, "Take a minute before packing other villagers. Tell them to harvest the choo-choos before they actually dissolve into the snow. The stuff makes for good materials to sell to traders."
Will do. And she will ask like repeat that and just be like, who wants to come with?
You see somebody who uh, is carrying a really big backpack.
Hmm.
Specifically, they have the kid. They raise their hand and it's like, "Wait here a moment," and begins walking towards one of the choo-choos. You can also collect some if you so wish to sell. Uh,
Okay.
so you see Toro gives you like, "Take one for yourself."
Mm.
You want to collect a little bit of it?
Yeah. Uh, she would. Being very careful about it, she will also warn about like people of the frost.
If you want to just roll me a survival check, I'm gonna put us back on. Uh, there you go. It's a
14.
13. So you managed to gather two like jars, like two bottles of iced
Hmm.
choo choo jelly, um,
Cool.
which they're minish size, so you have to trade them with a minish because it's not worth very much towards uh,
What
the
is this? Um, I can't do the fucking thing. I'm too tired for that. Uh, Equipment for ants. There you go. I did it.
yeah. But
So.
you get two bottles of choo choo jelly, which you can use to trade and gain a little bit of more gold if you so want to once you get to the village. So
Hmm.
um, I need to get the music off. 1 second.
Yeah, we're no longer in danger or ripping, tearing or shredding, whatever. Uh, choo choo
Next.
jelly. Cool.
1 second. Gotta make the right link.
Played list.
Okay. Shuffle. The bot's not currently. What?
What?
Why though?
I mean, hold on. Do I also have the thingy? There's a. What you mean? Do you have to resummon it? Wait, the fuck? Let me know the bot is not.
Is the bot down?
Double check. No, the bot's up. Is it a case of rejoining and reconnecting? Probably not, honestly. Uh,
Let me try something real quickly.
this-
Okay, is it the playlist? Because you were fine earlier.
I
But
think the bot's been kind of slow as well, not gonna lie.
I think it was something to do with the link I had that I was trying to use. Yeah, I missed one thing, I think. I don't know.
It's in now. Oh, you missed one thing off the end. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. Let me wanna shuffle. Then I wanna skip. Okay. So after collecting these bits of choo-choo jelly and having a small encounter, you don't really have any other problems as you're traveling.
Mm.
You do get a couple of folks who um, talk about what just happened, and they're like, "That's why I'm letting him about." Just like, um, and you see another one. Maybe you're right. Just listening on conversations that people are having as you're writing. A couple of this is a sentiment that, while not very popular, has been rising within your community. Is people wanting to move to a much safer location.
Mm.
Um, as you arrive to the town, you arrive. Not it's not evening, but it is a little bit late into the afternoon. You see houses um, covered in like layers of snow. You see Vito walking back and forth from place to place. You guys approach from a location that allows you to enter it without being noticed. Um,
Mm.
and immediately there is a set of minish waiting your arrival. Um, you don't know these folks apart from the mayor, who you do recognize from having come here a couple of times. Um, his name is um, uh, Elgasu.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Elgasu, and he welcome. He's a tinier minish, which you know is an oxymoron, but or it's an
How?
exaggeration.
What? How?
By that I mean he's short and stumpy, um,
Yeah.
comparatively to everyone else. But he does seem to have a warm smile on his face, and everyone here obviously dresses differently compared to all of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But just claps his hands together and says like, "Ah, welcome. I see you've arrived." And noticing a little bit of the damage that happened to a couple of the wolves. Um, Mostly unharmed. Are you all right?
Yes, we just need time. I need time at least. Thank you.
Yeah. And you see the village leader just says, "We had a small encounter with a pair of monsters out on our way here. Everything's fine. We'll be taking a small rest before our meeting. That's all right with you." And you see the mayor is just like, "Of course, of course. Allow me to show you to where you'll be staying." And the wolves, you guys basically get everybody off the wolves. They're allowed to go hunt for themselves, if you so wish, unless you have something you want to do with them specifically. Okay, making sure. But you see most of the villagers are immediately heading towards the small trading hall to the right. You guys are nooked in between like two big houses, basically, where like there's a little bit of space in there. And underneath the houses, kind of under the floorboards, the snow covers up an entrance to what is basically a small Minish settlement. Now, you have a Minish encampment, which is like a very small village. This is a proper like populated with Minish. You see them walking back and forth. You see a mountain Minish carrying like a log, like a bunch of like little logs of wood and sticks, just like walking over. And a mountain Minish stands like almost twice your height. You see other Minish coming to and fro. Some of them with letters. You see like a traveling Minish with a pack of letters get on a bird and begin flying off. You've been here before. This place doesn't have a name. A lot of the Minish settlements usually just go by whatever the town name that they're staying in is, which is Sundertown. So you see Toro walk up to you, and he says, "When you're there for the meeting, by the way, just we'll be and you know Toro is an advisor for your town's leader, somebody who gives him advice and directs him. Just because the village leader that you have is somebody who's obviously in charge, but Toro is in charge of the pack, so they communicate with each other a lot. But he just wants you there for. He just tells you he wants you there for the meeting. But feel free to take a rest and walk around. Do what you need to before then. If you want to do a little trading or anything like that.
Understood. I won't be long.
He gives you a small nod, and he walks off to where they're basically keeping. Like, you know where you're staying. They usually have a small place set up for you guys, for anybody coming in.
Okay.
What do you wish to do?
What was it? There was. She is going to look for places of trading. First off, before she settles down and takes a rest.
There's a small market basically that sits here. There, a lot of this place is illuminated by what the fuck is the spell called? Not dancing lights.
Dancing.
Not dancing lights. It's a eternal flame. Question mark?
Yeah, that is a spell. That is a spell.
Yeah, it's a cantrip if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Somebody usually casts because you guys underneath a house, basically. Like sometimes you can hear like the walking of the big folk up above. Rito are pretty light, so it's not very loud noise. But you guys are basically on top of a house or underneath a house, so a lot of light doesn't get into here. Let me look up that spell real quickly to make sure Eternal. Nope.
Me also trying to find that spell.
Continual flame. There he goes.
Continual flame. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Second level spell, which.
Yeah. A little hefty.
A little hefty, but they must have like a small wizard that basically comes in and casts a spell for them. It stays until the spell, so it's not like they need to. But you see, there's a small continual flame that grows that goes from row to row to row in this little marketplace. I guess. Are you looking for a specific? Like, you do see there's a bunch of traders all over the place. Are you just approaching one random? Or are you looking for something specific?
Either something that would not be available in this sort of region, and or healing potions or something along those lines.
Okay. The first one is a lot easier than the second one, so we'll do a just some general investigation roll. Then give me two actually, one for the first one and one for the second thing.
Okay, go with your big brain, my beloved average intelligence fighter. Right, 2 investigations. This is going to be.
Hey, maybe you're not 20.
This is gonna be normal shit. That's a 4, and this is gonna be the potion. 18.
Okay. So.
Listen, being hurt is more on her mind than getting cool trinkets, kind of.
No, absolutely. This is great. So you walk up to a what seems to be a trader who's just like, welcome. This seems to be a from the way that they dress, which is like with a lot of jewelry and some very fancy outfit. It seems to be what you would consider a castle minish, which are only found in Newcastle town, as far as you know.
Okay.
How can I help you?
I was wondering if it's kind of a reach, but I was wondering if you had any healing elixirs.
This is for the first thing. Um,
Oh, for the first thing,
yeah,
yeah.
this
I
is for the first thing. Um, because
I mean, she will change her answer then. Can
yeah,
I change it?
yeah, just yeah, feel free.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just honestly looking around if there's anything not common from here. Um, sorry, it's been a while since I've been back here, and like I don't know if she sees what if the camera sees, but like especially with the noises above, you can see her ear constantly like flick back.
Yeah.
She seems very like distracted.
Oh, absolutely. I'll actually say this: the two investigation check is just how long it took you to really find somebody who seemed like out of town. So you can use this same shopkeeper for both. Um,
Okay.
um,
Yeah.
and it's just like something out of town. Well, I definitely can have a couple of things in my repertoire like that. And are you looking for anything particular? Potions, weapons, anything of the sort? You definitely seem like the strong one.
If you have any healing elixirs, that would be useful.
Allow me to see what I can get. And you see they go into a small little like their cart is built out of the back of a like a very tiny like traveling cart. And you see they reach they open a window behind them and there's just like a giant bag filled with things and it's just like they basically climb half their body into the damn thing. Uh,
Just like kind of looks off to the side, kind of like okay.
yeah. Yes, yes. Oh, 1 second. And you see a couple of things are being thrown out, like some really random stuff, like an empty bottle with like some bug in it, which is a very very tiny bug.
Uh
Um,
huh.
in this sense, you see multiple different things. At some point there's a very rusty like half broken sword that just gets
Woo.
thrown out. Um, um, and eventually they reach back and they have um, with an 18 I'll give it this, they have two um, potions in bottles.
Mm-hmm.
uh, these are these are green compared to the usual standard red that you have seen before. um, these are wonderful healing elixirs that I think you might find useful in whatever it is that you do.
Just kind of like looks it over a little bit. Because I would think again rare,
Yeah,
but Inu has probably seen like healing
healing
elixirs and
potion.
stuff like that. Yeah.
You definitely have seen a couple of them. They're like one of the most box standard like potions that most people get when they're here, and especially in
Mm-hmm.
this straight little trading hall. Um, the green coloration is a little bit off, but um, that's about it.
Yeah. Wow. Is it? She is a cautious person. She would actually just like try and disguise it as like just general like curiosity, like oh what's this, but she will be actively making some sort kind of investigation to be like
Yeah.
is this all right, is this all
Uh,
right?
roll me nature or arcana.
Okay, cool. uh this will be nature, I guess, actually, which is the same but it's for flavor's sake. It's only a 7.
Only a 7. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
apart from the green, you like he lets you unbottle the cork and you take a little whiff of it, and like it does smell really nice. Um, um, Now I am willing to part with these for a set of about 25 gold per bottle, but if you buy a pair of them, I'd give it to you for 40.
I will keep a note of this, but unfortunately I cannot purchase right now. Well, thank you for like letting me see your stock.
Oh, well, we can moment, sweetheart. You don't have anything you could trade? We minish don't only deal in money.
I mean, I do have this, and she does take out the bottles of the ice choo choos.
Hmm. He actually like grabs them and like begins like takes out a small little monocle, which you see two little other monocles appear onto it, like almost like a little zoom in lens, and
Mm-hmm.
he just starts taking a look into it. And this guy looks like a little sleazy motherfucker, but like with all the
Yeah.
jewelry and the like, he has a little mustache like at the very end of his snout. And he's
Yeah.
just looking and looks at them and then feels it and like feels the cold and is like, oof, okay, definitely the real thing.
Yes, they are fresh and potent, and she will like slide up her sleeve, the area between the glove and the arm, and show the ice burns from the choo choo.
Hmm. You know what? For both bottles of ice choo choo jelly and a small fee of, I'll say 3 gold, I'll give you both potions.
That I can do. Thank you.
And he just grabs it and then he chucks it into the bag behind him. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's been a pleasure. And he takes out a hand, and I never introduced myself. Um, and let me come up with a name on the fly, because
You are playing yourself.
yeah, the name's Caddy.
Hattie?
Caddy, yes.
Okay. Ine, pleasure. From one shake. Let's go. I'll see you around, maybe. And she'll take the healing potion swiftly and turn around and sneer underneath her breath, because good god.
Uh, I'm just gonna write down Caddy because this is a good character. Uh, I do like this one. Um,
He simply created a guy.
I simply
God.
created a guy. Um, apart from that, there's a couple of other things like hides and stuff like that that you see for trade. With the sheep um, and the two boars that you captured earlier in the morning, you are more than fine for your village, so there's no need to trade for anything. You do
Mhm.
see a couple of the other villagers who have like come down from the place where they saw where they were staying and are now beginning to do big trades with folks here, um, cutting down the price and all that stuff, trading their own materials, getting a little more money, um, so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Um, but it does um, uh, it does blah, it does get slightly later into the evening, and at this point we're going to take a small break because I need to go get some water.
Very fair.
Oh my god.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello, Break Squad. I see you gathering live. I also put need water, but I have drinking it before, so I'm good. By sorts. Nope. Hello.
I'm back. I
Welcome
have
back.
acquired some water.
Very good.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Wait, give me a second. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
um, wait, we might have to actually skip it because there are lyrics in this one, and it's the fucking some fucking moon landing. So
Oh.
it's a speech about the fucking moon landing, and I don't want that on my fucking thing. As fitting as it might be.
That's for the opening and outro, not for the middle of the session.
Exactly. So, um, uh, with the sun finally setting and the moon beginning to rise, you see you are directed, at least by Toro, to come and join him in the conversation between the mayor and the um, and the village leader that you have. Um, you're not actively told to participate. Toro just apparently wants you there for whatever reason, which is again unusual. A lot of today has been unusual,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, you see the village leader and the mayor sit down at a small little desk. This place is well decorated. It is probably like uh, one of the better buildings. This little town hall that they have here. Um, sorry. Um, and you see. So, what did you bring me here to discuss? Ah, yes, quite. Um, so, I just wanted to let you know that we, the Rito up above, are actually building a new building right behind the set, which would mean an expansion for locations where you guys, where people can stay. And you see, he corrects himself before he's saying "you guys." Um, uh, Very easy to notice, but he is tending to keep it third party, and it's just, and well, with the increase in attacks, I wanted to extend an offer again for your village to just come and stay here. And immediately, the village leader just slams his fist on the desk and is like, "Gosh darn it! Is this what you brought me here for again? Do you know I'm only doing this out of interest of everybody, of all the minish and shut it. We live our way and you live yours. We are not going to move here. The increased monster attacks, you have to have been noticing them. Um, like, one second, talking to myself is a little difficult for me.
You're good. You're good.
Um, and your village response says, "Yes, we obviously," and he points towards the both of you, "have our own way of dealing with it." And you see the village leader say, like, "But you are aware that some of your villagers have already started to think about moving here. We have somebody already moving." And did you see the village leader is actually a little bit unaware of this? He gets caught a little off guard. What do you mean? Um, and at that point, you remember the small conversation that you heard on the back of the wolf that you were
Mm.
writing on.
Yeah.
Some of your villagers have come to me in the past couple of days that they've traveled here. They've told me that they're I've with the new building, I was hoping to extend an offer for everyone here. It's closer to the forest. Your wolves can hunt. And the village leader just says, like, enough. We will handle this ourselves. We know what we're doing. Thank you for the help. We do not need it. And at this point, the village leader just says, at least take the supplies that we're going to use. Use them in your village. Use them to fortify yourselves. And this, the village leader does say, "We'll accept this at least." Uh, and he begins walking out with the mayor, like just putting a hand on his head. It's just like points towards a little assistant that he has to his left, and he says, "Can you direct?" I keep calling him the village leader. I need to fucking put down a name for him.
I thought you did.
Hmm?
Wait, no, you didn't. Shit.
I didn't. That's the one thing I missed writing as I was doing. I just wrote village leader, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do what I usually do: look at a letter in my desk and Wisu. His name is Wisu.
Wizu?
Wisu.
Wizu.
I'll write it down for you. So, can you please guide Wisu to the supplies? And Toro begins stepping out behind Wisu, with you in tow, I'm guessing, unless you have something you want to say to the mayor.
Probably not. No.
Okay.
So,
And you see Toro just tells the mayor, "We'll catch up in a bit." And turns towards you. What are your thoughts?
I don't like this. It is getting dangerous, though. But not this. We can't move back here.
I'm in agreement. But I also know we can't just keep doing what we're doing. I brought you here because I had another purpose. I've already spoken with Wisu and told him that about a mission that I'm going to be sending you. He has approved it. Find something to defend of it. But while this is the mission that Wisu is here, or at least has approved, I have another mission for you. I have a brother in Lurin who we Beachmanish are a lot in touch with nature and that kind of stuff. You've seen me. I can feel something. I don't know what it is. I can't tell what it is. I don't know when it's coming, but it is coming. My brother is far more knowledgeable than these things. He lives in Lurin, and he might be able to have some insight. I was hoping, if you would agree, I'm not just going to send you this without having given your opinion, that you would go see him in Lurin and at least send back a message. In turn, you can also look for something to defend our village with. And just he lets you speak.
Mm-hmm. That I will do my best. Yes, I will go to the beach side. Go speak to your brother. Look for something to defend the village.
And you see he smiles and he puts a hand on your shoulder, just like, "And of everyone in the pack, I trust you with this most. You won't fail."
Thank you.
Pack some stuff. I know your dad gave you some money. I kind of told him to.
Just a little just knitted eyebrow there, just like, I see.
And he actually takes out a little pocketbook himself, similar to the one their dad gave you. And he writes something down, and he tells you to copy the same thing on yours. And you are given an extra 5 pieces of gold from his personal bank. I've kept This is my own personal money. I never really used it, and whenever the village needed anything, I would usually buy from here instead of using our man's. Take some of mine.
Okay. Some money being passed around. Just little scribble. Done.
Thank you, Anna. Now,
Do my best.
get some rest. You're gonna need it for the travel.
Mm.
I've already prepped for you to be able to get on a trading cards with your wolf.
Okay. Just a me thing. Again, the name of the beachside thing was passed, right?
Yes, it is
Yeah.
Lurelin. You are given the name of his brother, which is me coming up with a random name on the spot.
On the spot.
Agitoro.
Agitoro. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
This is just a name you're looking for. Once you get to Lurelin.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, you are shown to a small set of chambers. A bed and a small candle is already lit next to your bedside. How does Ine feel right now?
She I don't know, there's a little bit of sadness with this. Just like this feels like very much a last resort such pivotal change that's going on. And she's been going through change a lot recently, but she has a very, very strong sense of duty as well. So she's just kind of riding on that autopilot. I do think when she is like put into a room though, she like looks around for, or like if she has it on herself, she'll like grab parchment and will just like start writing letters.
Oh yeah, easy enough.
Yeah.
There's some paper on the side and a little bit of an inkwell.
Mm-hmm. One for her father, one for her friend, her close friend, and one generally to the rest of the pack. They can they can share a letter.
Yeah. With that, you take your time writing down a couple of letters. If you want to give them to me later or write down anything specific, I'll write some responses later on that I give to you. But easily enough, you do so. Um, Toro takes them and uh, Toro. Once you wake up in the morning, you hand them over to Toro. I'm guessing he takes them and he gives you a little nod.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually points you towards a small cart with a Rito right behind it, or behind it, in front.
Yeah, for fun. Yeah.
In front. No, Rito actually ride their carts backwards.
They are so wild, Mad Max out here.
No, with a Rito in front who's waiting for you to get on. You see, you're basically nooked in between a pile, like a bunch of like piles of like warm pelt, um, which will keep you warm throughout the journey in the Tamanta Tundra, but you'll have to exit them once you exit the snow itself. And you see your wolf look at you like, sigh.
Just hold this calm attitude and it shall be fine. It's going to be different, but should be. It'll be well. Not bored.
Gets underneath a couple of the blankets, and you see a little head pop out. It is going to sleep so much.
Yeah. Hell, I think Ina's might. She probably wants to do the same thing, but she's gonna be very, very aware during this entire journey.
You see Toro look at you and put a hand on your shoulder and says, "You still say no?"
I'm not one to say no.
Stay safe, okay?
You too.
And you see he turns back, gets on his wolf. You see one less villager than before is now riding in the back alongside the village leader, and you see there's this little mounted thing that's being used to carry some back supplies onto the wolf. He gives you a nod. The village leader gives you a nod, and with that they head off. And you see the Rito in the front is just like, well, I need to start moving, so
Just like turns and looks at Dorito, like doesn't really say anything. just looks like I'm. You got a rat and a wolf.
don't let yourself get seen. And they get on. The what the fuck are they? They like the whip,
The reins.
The reins. Thank you. The whip the reins, and wolf begins to move, and you are on the move. And with that, Ine, your story begins.
Man. Beginning a long, long ride.
Yeah. At least you got a little companion on the side.
Yeah.
That's the end of the session.
Yeah. That was sweet. That was nice.
I wanted something short, and I also wanted something that, like, yeah, you have your main mission, which is obviously the stuff that you came up with for your character that I did want to give to you. That is something you want to look out for, but there's also, you are given something else. Something is coming.
Yeah. Just a little heads up.
That was cute. Lizz, you're a wonderful player.
And you're a wonderful DM and friend, and this was a delight.
Done good. I'm going to stop recording now.
Yeah.